Hello and welcome to Investors Hangout. This weekly interaction to help you learn and understand savings and investment issues is brought to you by Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund and Value Research. Now, Value Research advocates investing for the long term in equities because that will help you beat inflation. We tell you to systematically invest, and that's where the SIP, the Systematic Investment Plan, comes into picture. And now we're telling you that you must increase your SIP periodically, and that is how you can achieve your goals faster. Today, we'll talk about all of this and much more with Dhirendra Kumar. Welcome, Dhirendra.
Thank you.
First of all, tell us, what is Step-Up SIP?
The Step-Up SIP, everybody thinks of investment in terms of a constant.
Right.
And, I come across a lot of people who don't want to save. And if I have, challenge them or encourage them or force them somehow, once in a while I'm able to force some youngsters to do that, then they actually come back with a lot of dissent and they say that I also do SIP of 1,500 rupees, as if they're doing some big thing. But it's important to, and that is a big thing, because if somebody is unable to find any money to save and put it to work by way of investment, that's a big thing. So I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but everybody thinks of savings as a constant. But the right way to save is that before you start spending, budget your spending, and whatever you earn, invest the amount that you are likely to your budgeted savings. And that money, if you that money, if you invest, then you are unlikely to go haywire with your plans, because when money is lying in your bank account, there is always a temptation, and it is not necessarily unnecessary expenditure, or it is a casual thing. It is not an impulsive saving. We simply have more needs, and there is just too much supply of goods and services and many things that you can't resist. So when you take money off your account, that gets to work, and if somehow it gets to work, so that's a systematic investment plan.
SIP. Yeah.
So SIP is important, but SIP is not good enough. And why it is not good enough? Because you are going to live longer. The only guarantee against your financial insecurity when you will not have earnings is to have more, then have more than enough. Then have not little more than enough, but lot more than enough, simply because your career might get shorter. At least the knowledge workers. Of course, if you work on your farm, then unlikely, because you need to grow food, and you need to do farming. But for most other people who actually go to offices at 9:30 in the morning and they ride the metro, all the knowledge workers, everybody, our career can get shorter. A lot of things are getting automated. It's quite scary. The real insurance that you will have against your financial uncertainty is have more, have little more, have as much as you can, without compromising on the current living. And that is the route to Step-Up SIP. Everybody thinks in terms of constant. Increase it over time and implement it, and don't go by most Step-Up SIP projections or tools or the company's website.
So that is what I was coming to. What should be the plan to set up a Step-Up SIP?
Okay, so the Step-Up SIP, what every fund company is attempting, or everybody claims, or everybody encourages you to do, is that at least increase your savings or investment by way of SIP by a certain percentage, which you decide.
And it will be automated.
It will be automated. So if you start with 1,000 rupees this year, after 12 months, if you do a step up of 10%, next year the deduction or debit, you are giving a debit mandate when you do set up a SIP.
Right.
Next year it will be 1,100 rupees. The year after that, it will be 110 rupees added to it, which will be 1,210 rupees. Likewise, you keep increasing it by 10%. So, and the rationale behind this is that with
increasing
time,
income,
your income rises. At least it rises in line with the inflation, or a little more than inflation, and you should be doing that. But I think that is good enough, or that is better than not actually doing not stepping up. That is better than constant. But I think the right way of doing it is little different. Every year you start afresh. That okay, last year I was earning 50,000 rupees a month, and this year I am earning 60,000 rupees a month. So it is a 20% increase, but you don't increase it by 20%. Depending on your projected, budgeted annual expenditure, because it could be less, it could be more, but you decided that year that okay, this year my car loan is over, so I can save 10,000 rupees more. This year that loan is over, or you have greater potential to save and your income has gone up. Can you take it to something like 25% without much of a compromise?
So basically, don't automate it.
Don't automate it, because it is a thoughtful activity and it should be entirely dependent on budget. There could be a situation that a youngster getting started, you need more. Fourth year, you are getting married, and you need to consume a part of your savings or investment. So maybe things can change, but I think the advantage of doing this is you can do your annual investment review. You can do an annual step up of your investment. You will actually get time to think about an annual budget. And if you can do it, nothing like it. You will be a winner. You can retire early and you can live longer.
So can you please explain what does it translate into? How does a step up SIP help one reach their goal faster?
Oh, it's very simple. It's simply accelerated compounding, accelerated in contribution. So, if you invest 10,000 rupee and you earn 12%, it takes you 20 years for it to become
1 crore.
1 crore. And if you do the same amount but increase it by 10% every year, you will achieve that in 16 years. If it takes 4 years less in a span of 20 years, that is taking you 20% less time. So you can either retire early, or retiring early and having that much more money, so it can compound even faster. In fact, the remaining money will come in the subsequent years. Because if you have 1 crore of rupees, in next another 5-10 years, that crore rupee will also earn, that will compound. So the magic of compounding gets accelerated in a larger magnitude. With
it becomes even more magical.
More money.
Yeah. So step up SIP is the way to reach your goals faster. We just told you how. So do it yourself. Ask your friends to do it. This video might help them. So share it as much as you can and keep watching this space for more information. If you like the show, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Take care. Bye for now.